This is a podcast from the Business Times.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, July 22nd, 2026. Here's your market-focused daily closing bell update by the Business Times. Asian shares traded mixed today as optimism from Wall Street's strong finish overnight was tempered by caution ahead of earnings from the major technology companies, including the likes of IBM and Tesla. Meanwhile, escalating threats from Yemen's Houthi rebels to disrupt shipping in the Red Sea pushed oil prices to its 6-week highs. MSCI's broadest Asia-Pacific index outside Japan gained 2.11%. South Korea's Kospi paired earlier gains and closed 0.74% higher at 6,797 after surging more than 6% in opening trade. Japan's benchmark Nikkei index swung between gains and losses, eventually closing 0.18% lower at 66,115. In the Greater China region, both the Hong Kong Hang Seng and the mainland CSI 300 closed 0.95% and 0.46% lower, respectively. Focusing on Japan, the yen hit its weakest level in almost 4 decades earlier today, briefly touching 163.24 per dollar, as rising oil prices and higher U.S. Treasury yields fueled dollar strength. Finance Minister Satsuki Katayama also made headlines today after she warned that Japan is prepared to act decisively if necessary, keeping markets on alert for possible intervention. Furthermore, trade data out of Japan today also showed imports hitting a record high in June, although exports also beat forecasts thanks to strong AI-related demand and the weak yen driving foreign sales higher. Focus remains on oil as prices extended their rally today, reaching 7-week highs after U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio's comments at the ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting in Manila. Rubio warned that Iran was not serious in its negotiations to end its war with the U.S. The comments added to fears of further disruptions to global energy supplies, with U.S. forces carrying out an 11th straight night of strikes on Iranian military targets, while Houthi threats prompted several oil tankers to turn back in the Red Sea. Brent crude futures rose 4% at $94.23 a barrel, while the U.S. West Texas Intermediate gained 3.8% to $87.46 a barrel. Over in Europe, Britain's inflation cooled by more than expected in June as lower fuel prices, following a temporary de-escalation in the Iran conflict, eased price pressures. Consumer prices rose 2.6% from a year earlier, a 15-month low. The slowdown offers some relief for the new Prime Minister Andy Burnham, though persistent cost of living pressures remain. Moving to equity markets, European shares fell in early trade amid caution over corporate earnings, combined with concerns over the ongoing U.S.-Iran conflict. The pan-European benchmark, Stoxx 600 index, declined 0.25%. The U.S. followed a similar fashion, pointing to a lower start to the day, as all 3 major benchmark indexes, the Dow, S&P 500, and NASDAQ futures declined. That's it for today. For more business news and market updates, visit bt.sg. And Lens on Daily for the latest tomorrow at 10 a.m.
This is a podcast by the Business Times. Find more BT podcasts at businesstimes.com.sg/podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. This podcast is meant to provide general information only. SPH Media accepts no liability for loss arising from any reliance on the podcast or use of third parties' products and services. Please consult professional advisors for independent advice.